The presence of self-styled stable geniuses Donald Trump will be a sight for sore eyes at the Davos World Economic Forum later this month. The cast of self-important political leaders, financiers, company chiefs and the commentariat parading across the Swiss mountaintop and making grand pronouncements will only serve to underline inequalities that have given rise to nativism. That last year the Chinese president, Xi Jinping, was hailed as the kind of leader we can all admire because of a deeply disingenuous speech on globalization tells us all we need to know about the fragile conventional wisdom of such gatherings. China is not a liberal democracy, nor does it believe in free markets.The same commentators who worshipped at the Zionist seem blissfully unperturbed that in 2017 a record number of 41 reporters were arrested and locked up in the People's Republic. They also seem happy to ignore how cheap steel dumped on Western markets destabilized jobs from Port Talbot in Wales to the American Rust Belt. Also ignored is how executives of GlaxoSmithKline were trampled upon, how relatives of Xi were exposed as tax cheats and money launderers in the Panama Papers, and how Beijing reneged on promises of democracy and freedom in Hong Kong. In the words of Paul Krugman, the Nobel Prize-winning economist, Trump isn't erratic, vindictive, uninformed, lazy, would-be-tyrant. By rights the strongest aspect of grocer Sainsbury's results ought to have been Argus, which was bought for its edge in non-food arising from online sales skills and hub-and-spoke logistics. If the pattern is repeated, we can expect similar upbeat premium foods tales from Tesco and M&S today. Another trend looks to be the preference for designer single-brand retailers, such as premium shirt maker Ted Baker, over the multi-brand model of Debenhams, Mothercare, and Moss Bros. The latter lack individuality and online capacity. Mystery Ted Baker founder Ray Kelvin, who never shows his face in public, notes that Debenhams and Mothercare are selling other people's products. That is all very clever, but doesn't really stand up to much scrutiny.The fastest growing and most dangerous beast in retail sells everything from overpriced Whole Foods produce to discount books and easy-to-access electronics and household goods. Aside from Echo, Kindle and a handful of other homemade goods, Amazon offers everyone else's stuff. Given the chance to advise Persimmon's £135 million man Jeff Fairburn, I would mention Cedric Brown. The former British gas boss was humiliated and portrayed as an overweight porker in 1994, when he received a 75% pay increase to £475,000. Brown was eventually driven from office and became an undeserving watchword for unfettered corporate greed. His reputation and Old British Gas, split into 3 parts, never recovered.